You know the drill. You tell your kid over and over and over and over again, and they still don't get it. In this video, I'm going to give you some tips on how you can get your child to listen to you. Hey guys, I'm Jason Kreidman and this is Dad University. We release a new video for you every Thursday, so like the video, subscribe to our channel, and click on that notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also, be sure to check out all of our videos on our channel. We have tons of great info for dads. I recently thought of writing a book called 1,000 Times. Because that's how many times it feels that we need to say something in order for our children to get it. But like so many issues we have with our children, what if it was actually our fault? No, it couldn't be. You're crazy, Jason. There is no way that our children not listening is our fault. It is. It is our fault. I'm sorry. We have to admit it. It's our fault. Our children not listening is our fault. Listening usually means that we want our children to do something or act a certain way. We call it listening to us. We resort to repeating ourselves, nagging, or even getting mad. We do this over and over and over again, thinking we're going to get a different result. But we don't. I think they call that insanity. Let's look at some things that we can do to improve our kids listening to us. Number one, monkey see, monkey do. Now, you need to check yourself and make sure you are listening to your child. When they ask you something, are you listening? Do they have to repeat themselves in order for you to answer them? Or maybe that they're raising their voice and yelling in order to get your attention. Number two, use less words. If you can use one word, go for it. Upstairs. Eat. We often confuse our kids with too many words, too many commands. Think of them as little cave people. Just use one word. Number three, create routines. Make a morning and evening schedule. We did a video about a morning schedule in episode 27, and we did evening schedules in episode 26. This does help, but it will quickly crumble if you don't stick to it regularly or you're the cause of getting off schedule. Number four, ask questions. Instead of giving them commands, ask them questions. When we're finished eating, what do? After bath time, what comes next? Questions provide an opportunity for them to solve problems and be engaged. And because they're more engaged, they're more likely to listen and follow through. Number five, positive reinforcement. We don't do this one enough, but when they do something right, make a huge deal about it. Hey, this morning you were so helpful when you got into the car on time. I really appreciate it. Positive reinforcement will go a long way. Number six, be direct. Don't say stuff like, maybe you should clean up your room after school. Or, I think it would be a good idea if you cleaned up your dishes after you ate. Instead, say, please clean your room. Or, you need to clean the dishes. Now, it's better to ask questions in those scenarios, but if you're going to give commands, be direct. Number seven, make sure you have their attention first. If they're in the middle of a video game, they're not going to hear you. Usually, at least eye contact helps so that you know that you have some attention and they're listening. But yelling down the hall or shouting upstairs, you're not going to get their full attention. If it's important, go to them and say it directly. And number eight, the most important one, if you don't get anything else from this video, natural consequences. You're going to have to let natural consequences happen. For example, if they are consistently late for school, you give them a warning the night before that the car is leaving at 7:30. You can repeat the warning again when they wake up in the morning. And at 7:30, that car leaves whether they are with you or not. Of course, disclaimer, you only do this if you have another parent at home for safety reasons. And if you only have one child, you let them know that the car only leaves at 7:30. So if they are not ready, the car doesn't go and they miss school. Natural consequences need to happen. As long as the child is safe and not in danger, natural consequences are a huge tool for development. Getting your child to listen can often feel like a monumental task, but you have to look at the techniques you're using and check yourself. If you're doing the same things over and over and not getting the results you want, you have to do things differently. See if these tips help you. If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, click on that notification bell, and share this video on social media. We want to hear from you. What are some difficulties that you have had with your children listening? Leave your feedback in the comments section below. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.